WTIM.
You're listening to WTIM, your information station, and our morning show. It's brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville. I'm your host, Grayson Bauman. Joining us in this segment, we have Mike Eisenbarth. Mike is the Facilities and Programming Director, or one of them, with the Christian County YMCA. Mike, good morning to you, sir. How are we?
Good morning. Yeah, that title's interesting there, isn't it? I go from teaching Zumba one morning to looking at the boiler the next morning. So
a slew of titles there and probably responsibilities.
And actually, I don't do either one of those things very well. So,
well, I'm glad to have you here in studio, and I'm sure Bruce is glad to have you as well. I would like to talk to you a little bit about how those two titles kind of come together in a normal workday, but I have to imagine it's probably not the most normal workday for you either. But we'll touch on those things here in just a little bit. There were a few things we wanted to recap jumping into here, and the first of which was the Turkey Bowl. You mentioned it to me. Now, this is new to me. What's going on with that?
Yeah, since I've been there, we're trying to introduce some new events that go on. And we had the first ever Turkey Bowl at the beginning of November. It was I was kind of like putting the nail in the ending of the flag football youth season, the Taylorville youth flag football. So what we did was took all the fourth graders that wanted to play, and they registered. We put them into a draft, had four or five. Well, we had about 8 coaches volunteer. We drafted them out and just had a great day of flag football for the fall. And Angelo's was there serving turkey legs and had great concessions there. And it's just a fun new event that took place, and I'm glad that we decided to do that.
Sure. Is that something you did at the old bowl, or is that something, or am I off the mark completely?
Oh, actually, well, since you asked, okay. Well, where I know the Turkey Bowl from in junior high, our principal, Mike Guidish at Nokomis Junior High School, used to have a Turkey Bowl every year. It was a 2-hand touch flag football tournament between seventh graders, and he was the all-time quarterback. And most of us that were there during that time, we looked forward to, and that was the most fun time of the year for us in junior high. We looked forward to it. So, I thought, if we can bring that same kind of enthusiasm, if the kids have that, it should be a good fun event.
Okay. So more so like, after Thanksgiving, you always got to get the pigskin out and toss it. But this was kind of that, all right, we're going to draft and we're going to have everybody ready for that.
Yeah. And it was early November before the weather got too bad out. And it was actually about 55 degrees and sunny. So it was about the perfect day for some football.
Yeah. Okay. So I just wanted to make sure I was on the same page with you on the Turkey Bowl, because I'm immediately thinking, well, are we at the old bowl? We at Panda Bowl? But I see what you were up to. Is that something you might continue on into next year?
I think so. I hope to grow it a little bit. Maybe add the third graders in with it too, and get a few more kids. But overall, it turned out good. It was fun.
Now, you weren't the all-time quarterback, were you?
No, I was not. We let the kids do it. Although I did think about doing it that way, but I didn't. I looked at the other coaches. I said, these guys can't throw the football, so
well,
let's let the kids do it.
Somebody's got to have the arm unloaded
Yeah.
too, like that. You never want to go into the holiday season with a bad shoulder, and maybe some of them already have them, and then you're already making that problem worse. So the Turkey Bowl that you had at the beginning of November kind of rolled into that Christian County YMCA auction and dinner, and basically, you were saying it was just a great turnout and a great night.
Yeah, I had the opportunity to work at it. It's my first. I've been at the YMCA a few times over the years, and it's the first time I've ever actually worked it and saw how much work actually goes into it. The attendance to me looked great. People seem to be having a good time. So yeah, I think overall they're pretty happy with how the Y auction turned out, and it was a good experience for me, and I enjoyed being there personally too.
Sure. Well, that is a look at some of those things that have taken place in the month of November. I'm sure there are plenty of other things that did so as well, but you've got some other things to draw our attention to. One of those first things you mentioned to me, the Reindeer River Run, and I got to leave it to you from there.
We're going to try something a little different. That water park, I call it a water park because it is. It's nice. It's nice in there now. And I think there's some things, and we all talked, and we think there's some things we can do in there, to bring more attendance and get people interested. And one of the things we thought of was a Reindeer River Run, which is just basically where it's going to be an obstacle course, and all this information is going to come out there. And it's an obstacle course for the little kids through the water park. And then at the end of the obstacle course, you will get to visit with Santa, who will be at the top of the slide. And I hear he's got his summer gear ready, and he sent us a letter and everything. So Santa Summer is going to be on top of the slide. And that'll be 1st through 4th, or 1st through 4th, they'll get to go down the slide, but it's a family event. So bring your families, and any younger siblings that can't go through the obstacle course, he'll come down the slide. We'll have a spot for him, and they'll still get to visit. And then we'll end that day with a whatever time remains from. It's a 3-hour time period. Whatever time remains after the obstacle course will just kind of be a free swim time with the slide on, and families. And it's $5 a family. It should be fun.
$5 a family.
Yeah.
Wow, that seems very reasonable to me. So the Reindeer River Run, another first for you.
Yeah, we're gonna give it a shot, and we're gonna see how it goes.
Well, I think that could be awfully fun. And then Santa's got his summer gear. I was a little worried about him in a full red garb.
Yeah, it gets warm in there. If he told me he's got. Yeah, he told me in a personal letter that he's got summer gear, so
I like to
he's gonna be ready.
I like to hear that for you. $5 for the whole family.
Yeah,
really.
Yeah,
I am blown away by that price there. And then all I need to do is just show up. What day is that going to be?
That's going to be December 21st. It's a Sunday from 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock.
That seems perfect. Then right before the holidays hit on top of that as well, and then get a chance to swim, as it'll probably be pretty cold outside, evidenced right now with all that snow that's still on the ground. So the Turkey Bowl is a brand new deal. Then we have the Reindeer River Run. That will be a brand new deal. So this is kind of allowed by what? The expansion to the facilities? Is that just the improvement to them?
I think, yeah. Well, the pool has had a lot of stuff done to it, if you hadn't know, and a lot of people gave a lot of time to make it look the way it does right now. And if you haven't checked it out in a while, you ought to get in there with your families and see it, because it's nice. It's a nice facility. The water's warm and it's looking good in there. But I think there's 3 of us, Jill and Tanner and me, that kind of, we come together and we kind of try to think of new things to do. And just 3 people like thinking about different ways to get others in there. And this was one of them that we came up with, and we hope it's a good turnout.
At an excellent price. So December 21st from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m., expect the Reindeer River Run, and Santa to even make an appearance there, but he won't look maybe the exact same as you might be used to him. He'll be in that summer gear for him as well, and thank goodness with that being the case. So anything else when it comes to that Reindeer River Run you want to share with us?
Still working out. We still got time. We still working out some details, but we plan on having it decorated, looking nice. Hopefully some treat bags for the kids. So still some work going on with it, but we know Santa's going to be there, and we know there's going to be an obstacle course. So we'll go with that if nothing else.
The main takeaways are taken care of. And so when it comes to that, I do want to hold here for a minute on the pool side of things. That had to have been a whole lot of work. Now, I talked to Bruce over the months and over the last year or so about, hey, we've raised the funds, we've got this going on, we're doing this. What's it meant to you in terms of kind of getting that brand new pool unveiled, and what it means to the community too?
Well, for one, I have 4 kids at home with me, and we use the heck out of it. But I think it's just, there's always something going on there that needs to be fixed or needs to be replaced. And I think it's showing, at least, if nothing else, it's showing that, what's being attempted to get this stuff done. And it means a lot, because it can bring more in, and it gives us the opportunity to put on events like this with a nice looking facility in there. The tops are, taken care of now. It's been repainted. So overall, it just helps, it's just going to help your programs. It's going to help your swim lessons and just your family swim, and even potential, lifeguards and workers wanting to come in there and work in the facility.
I've got to say, when I popped in for just a moment, the pool seemed so inviting. It was like it was calling my name, and I could only be in there for a minute, but I saw a few kids swimming around, and it was warm. It was like a warm feel just the second you stepped into the door. So I got to say, I'm a little jealous that I'm not.
As the facilities guy and the swimming pool, guy kind of in charge of that, every day I have to test it out. I have to get in there. I got to take about 30 laps around Lazy River. I got to sit in the hot tub for 45 minutes after I check the chemicals. So yeah, it's good in there, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, you've got it tough, it sounds like, when it comes to just floating around for a while. That does not sound bad to me. What's that pool temp set at?
87 degrees. And it can't, if it goes to 86, they know about it. So 87 is where we try to keep it.
Man, that sounds so nice right now. Even Mike, I'm a little jealous of you with that being the case. But the Reindeer River Run, for you and your family to get a chance at that for $5, which still kind of blows me away at that price. December 21st from 12 to 3 p.m. A brand new event, Reindeer River Run. Find out more on that as they continue to put the last little get-togethers on it. I'll put away and squared away, but that coming up December 21st from 12 to 3 p.m. Well, Mike, we've already knocked ourselves out with 11 minutes of programming here. Let's take ourselves a break, and we'll come back and we'll touch on some of those other things you had for me here. I'm joined by Mike Eisenbarth, Facilities and Programming Director with the Christian County YMCA here on WTIM, your information station.
WTIM.
Dig deeper into an issue and bring in the state's best and brightest to the table. Taking Stock will still feature monthly episodes with IFB leadership, but the invite list will go beyond our Farm Bureau offices and into your community. Look for Taking Stock with the Illinois Farm Bureau wherever you listen to your favorite podcast and subscribe. You can also find the podcast where you find all the best ag news and information at farmweeknow.com.
Let's check the markets down the RFD radio network. I'm Jim Taylor. Corn, beans, and Chicago wheat all lower at this hour. December corn down 1 1/4, 434 1/4. March corn down 2, 445 3/4. May corn 454 down 1 3/4. January beans 1129 3/4 down 8. March beans down 7 1/4, 1138 3/4. May beans 1147 3/4 down 7 1/2. December wheat down 3 1/2.
The Lady Tornado basketball team are on 96.5 thechill.com again this season. Listen on air or online for Lady Tornado basketball and playoff games brought to you by the Taylorville Community Credit Union, the Christian County YMCA, Rural Rentals, and Scooters Coffee.
The purple and gold are coming your way. The Taylorville Tornadoes are going to do it today.
I'm Jeff Grimmett, Assistant Vice President at People's Bank and Trust in Taylorville. People's Bank and Trust is proud to sponsor Taylorville Junior High School Students of the Month on all of the WTIM platforms.
I'm Ari Rice. I'm in the 5th grade, Student of the Month. My parents are Xavier Rice and Courtney Cummins. The school subjects I enjoy are writing because I like to write stories. I do volleyball and cheer. I am in Tornadoes Together in Taylorville Stuco. After high school, I would like to be a teacher because I want to teach students like my mom. A fun fact I would like you to know about me is I have played volleyball for 6 years.
Congratulations to these students on this honor from People's Bank and Trust. We put people first every day at People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Carl Krumsick here from Krumsick Monument Company in Taylorville, Illinois. Find out the many services we provide by clicking our icon on the obituaries page of TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
This is Blaine Cornwell with Prairie State Insurance. To learn more about our products and services, click our icon on TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
WTIM.
And we're back with the WTIM Morning Show here on your information station and brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first in Landmark of Taylorville. I'm your host, Grayson Bauman. Joining us in this segment, we've got Mike Eisenbarth back around, Facilities and Programming Director with the Christian County YMCA. We touched on their Reindeer River Run and their Turkey Bowl and some of the other things that have taken place and some that are expected moving forward. We've got another deal, and that is youth basketball. Mike, what's going on there?
Well, we're halfway through our youth basketball program, and Tanner has done a great job this year at taking control of that. We have 85 kids, and we have 8 teams. And like I said, we're halfway through it. Basketball at the YMCA has always been an instructional league, and I'd say the kids are definitely get that instruction they need from what I see. I coach a team out there as well. So yeah, looks like it's going well to me. Busy there every Saturday morning. So 3 games to go.
Okay, 3 games to go, nearly halfway through or just past the halfway mark. You said 85 kids.
85 kids and 8 teams.
85 kids, 8 teams. With that being the case, a quick question for you here. What are we teaching them? Are we teaching them like some fundamentals? What's the focus?
Every coach is a little bit different. And, that's always one of the things that's kind of hard is you need somebody willing to do it. You also hope that you have, somebody who's knowledgeable in it. So, really, these kids are going to have their first grade through fourth grade right now. So, they're going to have years and years of their travel experience and their travel coaches if they choose to do that. So right now, the dribbling, the passing, the footwork, the jump stopping, and the boxing out, it's all the little skills that, you might get a team that can run an offense, but if they can't dribble and they can't shoot or they can't pass, there's no point in knowing that offense, So we focus on the idea is for us to focus on the basic skills and help them develop from there.
Was just wondering, and I figured that was the case, but you've also got itty bitty ball you wanted to talk to us about.
Yeah, Tanner's going to put that registration out maybe today or later this week. That's for 3 through 5 year olds, and that runs through January. And there'll be an option on there to probably sign up to volunteer as a coach. So, and I think what he does is I hate to kind of speak on him, but I think I know enough. It'll be 20 minutes or so of skill development, and then maybe another 20 minutes of, kind of just letting them play a little bit up and down the floor of 3 and 5 year olds. But he'll have all that information out there for him when he puts it out.
Okay. So itty bitty ball, more information is on our way. And then also mentioned to me to start a fourth grade boys basketball tournament. That's coming up in the new year.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it out there today. It's a fourth grade boys basketball tournament. We had one. Might be a little behind, but we're gonna go for it anyway. We had one in October, the Horror on the Hardwood, and it was a pretty good event. The biggest thing with these right now is trying to figure out. Everybody's got schedules years in advance, and we kind of just started introducing that. So we're slowly kind of working our way into, finding out the best times to have some of these types of things. And these are good. I think these are good because it also shows that the YMCA, we're an instructional league. We are, and we want everybody to play and we want everybody to get experience, but we also have the facility now at the gym to provide, another opportunity of a little bit more competitive, a little more serious, but we still, expect the coaches to behave the same as we would in the Y-Rec League. But so, January 17th and 18th, and this is actually going out today, fourth grade boys basketball, going to attempt to have a school grade division and a travel division. Like I said, if it doesn't work this time, we're figuring out schedules and dates, and we'll try to get things lined up for the future for that facility.
Okay. So when can we expect that coming up potentially?
That is going to go out this week. I'm going to put that out on some pages, on some Central Illinois youth pages and the YMCA pages, and just get it out there as quick as we can now, and hope to get some good refs like we got around here. They'll show up for it.
Square that away. And so that is a look at that. One other thing before we wrap up here, I want to make sure you have just a touch of time for that December membership promotion, Mike.
Yeah, through the month of December, if you donate an unused toy, the YMCA will waive the joining fee.
Okay. With that being the case, all I got to do is just bring it actually to the YMCA, and I'm good to go from there.
That's correct. And, their Y has different packages and memberships, so you can get online and check all that out to see what exactly will, your benefit will be from that.
Sounds like a good deal to benefit the community and maybe save you a few dollars as well. Well, Mike, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Mike Eisenbarth, Facilities and Programming Director with the Christian County YMCA here on your information station.